The biggest problem with your kitchen? It's you. That wasn't very nice. Let me explain. Designing a functional kitchen is a process that requires two main ingredients: a layout that meets the needs of the homeowner and a homeowner who has proper expectations of how the kitchen will function. When these two things align, chef's kiss. It's a magical thing. The problem that I've seen over and over again is not poor design, but a homeowner who doesn't understand the consequences of their new kitchen. All decisions have consequences, and kitchen designs are no different. When a kitchen is designed to be functional, but the user does not have a functional mindset, bleh, no French kiss, no French kiss, no chef's kiss. Okay, wait, I didn't mean to say French kiss, sorry. We have a functional kitchen with a frustrated user. But this could have been avoided or even planned for. So how do we solve this? In this video, I'll break down to you the steps you need to do to make sure this doesn't happen in your next kitchen renovation. Starting with, you need to make a list of the areas of your kitchen that are working great or need some tweaking to be optimal, along with a list of all the areas or things in your kitchen that definitely do need to change or improve, like the stuff you hate. So a list of the great parts of your kitchen and a list of the worst parts. This gives you tremendous insight in how to design your new kitchen. Most people can articulate that they want more storage or they want more countertop, but they have a hard time figuring out what that looks like. Understanding these specific needs will help guide the designer and you to craft the most functional space. I promise you this works. If this is not done, the designer is left to their own devices and could design you a very generic kitchen. It might look amazing, you might even love it. That is until you realize that it's not meeting your needs. And this is frustrating because you already knew what those needs were, you just never took the time to plan for them. My 20+ years experience designing functional spaces assures you that this is a step worth starting with in order to design a truly functional space. You could be a disorganized clutterbug. And that's okay. Not all of us are gifted at organization. However, it does affect the use of your kitchen and needs to be addressed. If you know that you're not naturally given to being organized, you can plan for easy ways to keep organized in your kitchen. Otherwise, your brand new cabinets and countertop will look like the ones you left behind, just newer. One of the issues with your old kitchen is it likely did not have an efficient storage and retrieval system. Stuff was probably everywhere, right? Plan for your disorganization in your new layout. Using an elevation drawing of a wall of your kitchen, map out the specifics of where things will be and how they will be stored. And this means, you guessed it, you'll need to make a list, an actual list. And as an unorganized person, this list will be the difference between a functional space and a frustrating one. And while this seems like a lot of legwork, it's really not, and it is really worth it. Instead of arguing with yourself or your designers or me, saying, how am I supposed to know where all this stuff's gonna go? Like, how do I know where my mixing bowls are supposed to go? Plan where those things go beforehand. Don't leave it up to yourself later on to figure it out when the kitchen's all finished and you're trying to move everything into it. Do the legwork now, solve those problems, do it for everything that you own in your kitchen, and you'll be so much further ahead when you do move into that space. And again, it's okay to be unorganized. I'm not naturally organized either, but I'm well versed in planning for these needs. One thing to remember is a new kitchen is not going to automatically make you an organized person. And this is a trap that many homeowners fall into, thinking that the new kitchen is automatically going to be super organized. The problem is they're not naturally organized, and things can easily end up being a mess because they weren't planned for properly. I'm telling you, the key to an amazing functional kitchen is in the design and prep stage. You really need to nail that down. And on that theme, you didn't plan the layout properly. The more planning in the early design stage, the more confident you can be with your renovated kitchen. This is why my 1-hour consultation calls are so helpful. It helps you to plan properly, because the truth is, you're likely only seeing it one way. You may have a hard time envisioning a change to your kitchen. This leads to a new kitchen that might only be slightly more functional than the last one. But that's not what you're going for. You want optimal function. Here's an email that I received this week from a former consultation client. The kitchen remodel is done and I absolutely love it. Your design consult really helped me focus on exactly what I wanted out of the new layout. I can't believe how much space I have now. It really is a dream. She goes on to say, you definitely helped me pin down the overall layout. I remember I was feeling super overwhelmed with figuring out how to maximize functionality of the space. Working in the kitchen now, I can't believe how badly designed the original one was. It feels like night and day. Emails like that really make my day knowing that I've actually helped someone to design a more functional kitchen. Planning sessions like this are crucial to a functional space. Whether it's with me or a designer at your local cabinet shop, getting input from a professional is worth every penny. I'm not saying this client couldn't have gotten there on their own, but they even said themselves that they were super overwhelmed. Guess where this leads? Usually not a highly functional kitchen. So seek out advice from a non-biased party to really help you plan through every iteration of your layout. You will be glad you did. If you want to learn practical ways to organize your kitchen, watch this video next. I'll show you how to approach it. See you on the next one. See, that wasn't so bad, just helpful. I was afraid this would come across as insulting, but I don't think it did. Just trying to be helpful to help you design the best kitchen possible. And you might be the problem. Just kidding, but you could be.